Quick tip, don't leave your GoPro unattended. Thank you, Tom. This event then is grid locked, and we are once again at TeamSport in Sheffield. We start with a 5-minute practice and qualifying session to set the grid for a 45-minute race. The TeamSport event says during the race you must make 2 pit stops with off-track challenges, but for this event we're only going to be making 1. I've been told the challenge is different every time, and this being the first time I've done this event, I wasn't sure what to expect. So you'll have to keep watching to find out when I stop and what that challenge was. So my qualifying wasn't great. Only managing to get myself into 5th place of the 16 drivers. But now the grid is set. Here come the lights. I get a good start and try to get up the inside of Tom O at turn 1. He holds his position on the run to turn 2 before closing the door on the exit. This allows Lily to get alongside on the runs to turns 3 and 4, but I'm able to hold on to the inside line and lock my position through the hairpin at the bottom. Going through this bottom corner, I got a lot more understeer than I had during quali. It's just a lack of heat in the front tyres, I suppose. The red flag appears, but Tom doesn't quite spot it in time, hitting the back of Amelia before making his way past. He does wave her back through after realising his mistake though. Lily has hiccups. And Amelia is asked to tuck in her hair. And after that, we're underway again. It's a couple of laps later and Tom is lining himself up to get past Amelia. And he makes the move stick on the run into the hairpin. I've now caught up to the back of Amelia, setting my fastest lap of the race in the process. She now has a lock-up going into the hairpin, and I take my opportunity to get past. The red flag appears as we get to the back of the track.
Where's she gone?
I look around and see Amelia is no longer with us. We hardly get going again before the red flag reappears. And then Amelia joins us. It turns out, as she'd stopped, the brake pedal had flipped over and got her foot trapped, bringing out the red flag. It was a red flag for a mechanical failure, despite her being in the pits at the time. She's then been allowed to retake her position to where she was before she pitted. Basically, she's had a free pit stop. With Lily still all over the back of my kart, I decide to take my pit stop this lap. The challenge was simple. Enter the pits and stop in the box marked by the cones. Luke would be watching our brakes. If we applied the brakes once and stopped in the box, we've completed the challenge. If we missed the box, we would get a penalty. If we applied the brakes, then released and reapplied the brakes, i.e. brake more than once, it would be a penalty. I think I got it okay. I stopped in the box, and although I varied my braking, I didn't fully release the brake at any point. I forgot to ask at the end of the night though, so I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, by coming into the pits, I've allowed both Lily and Amelia to get past, but I'm back out in front of the next group of karts. During this lap, I gain a position on the timing app. We can't quite see it on the footage, but it looks like Lily took her pit stop. I've spotted that Tom O has stopped, but he's got quite a gap on me still. He's the next kart that I've got to pass, so I have got some work to do. We're skipping forward a few lonely laps, and a marshal catches me by surprise as he is running around on a green track. It's not ideal. Looks like Tom is caught in some traffic, and I've spotted Amelia in there too. I really want to try and catch up. Tom is still in that traffic. I really need to use this opportunity to close right up to him. Again? I've caught a back marker and they're really keen to let me past. A couple more laps have passed and I've caught the other back markers that Tom had trouble getting past. Alex's bad luck with karts is continuing, it seems. He's really going slow along here. After a couple of looks to get past, I find a gap into the lower pits complex. Chloe is next though, and she moves wide to let me through. Now, where have Tom and Amelia got to? I can't see them. It's about 15 seconds from turn 1 to 3 and 4, and they're not in sight. By this stage, I'm convinced this car either has incorrect tyre pressures or a bent chassis. It's behaving strangely in that sometimes I'll get understeer, other times I'll get understeer, and it will suddenly change from one to the other at any moment. We were told that the pit window would close after 30 minutes, and I was surprised to see that Amelia hadn't pitted. This was not knowing she'd done so earlier under the red flags. So I was trying to close up as much of a gap as I could manage, thinking she'd be getting a penalty. I'm easily past another back marker through this section. I can't see anyone ahead though. The gap must be at least 20 seconds or more. I take a quick glance at my watch to try and guess how long is left. It's not bad, we've actually got around 13 or 14 minutes. I'm still checking around for anyone ahead, but I still can't see anything. It's rather lonely right now.
So lonely inside me alone. There's no one, just only sitting on my little throne. I work really hard and make up great friends, but nobody listens, no one understands. Seems like no one takes me seriously.
I'm seeing karts on the other side. Did Tom or Amelia get caught up when trying to pass them? Doesn't look like it though. and I'm across the line for the final time in 5th place. It was a rather lonely race for me then, unfortunately. I think I got the pit stop alright, but as I said, I did forget to ask whether I got a penalty. I did lift my foot ever so slightly to readjust the brakes, but I didn't release them fully, so I think I was okay. Once I found out that Amelia had gained that free pit stop, I will admit, I was a little bit annoyed. I don't think that was handled correctly. Admittedly, yes, it was a mechanical failure technically as her foot was trapped, but she shouldn't have been allowed to regain to exactly where she was before entering the pits. I'm really struggling with a lot of the karts at the moment. I weigh more than most of the other drivers ahead in this race, and they are just able to get out of the corners so much quicker. Electric karts wouldn't actually have this issue, or at the very least, some new petrol ones. So as always, thank you for joining me on my go-karting adventures. If you enjoyed this video, albeit with a rather lonely race, please do give it a like and leave any feedback down below in the comments. We are back at another new track for next week's video, and it's an outdoor one too, so make sure you're subscribed to not miss out on that. Maybe even turn on those notifications. Grid Series is starting again with another small change to the format with some extra rounds. We've already done round 1, but at this point I'm unsure if I'll release the videos for each round as they happen or release them all together at the end in June as daily videos. I'd love to hear what you'd like to do down in those comments, so let me know. So until next time, cheers.